Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this TKTK slow masticating juicer. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful, I'll put a link to this in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. Here we have a manual, talks about the parts and the different functions, safety precautions, method of operation, how to assemble, tips for ingredient selection, maintenance, safety index, troubleshooting. So I'll probably go over different things from this manual, but you'll want to read the whole thing yourself. Here we have a large toothbrush. Actually, this is for cleaning the machine. So this is a large brush here. This end has a smaller brush and a little pick tool, and it rotates. That's kind of cool. Power cord is sticking out here on the side. I'll pull the packing material out. Like there's some containers here. Looks like the feed unit. And we have the juicer itself. So here's the unit. This is the selection knob. It has reverse, soft, or hard. The bottom looks like it has a cooling fan. And as we can see on the label here, it says item is slow juicer. Model is TKMJ02. Voltage is 120 volts, 60 hertz. Power is 150 watts. And it does have suction cup feet here. It's been kind of sticking to my table here. And it has rubber on the other side. That should help it from sliding around. So when I lift it up, you can hear it snap as the suction is letting go. Here's one container. It is 700 milliliters or 24 ounces. Here's a second container. It's a little bit larger. It doesn't have the measurements on it. Okay, so per the instructions, we want to connect this to the housing. So I'll get a side view of that. So this hex shaft goes in the motor here. So that slides in. And this is angled, and then I rotate it till it snaps into place. And then to release it, I'll press this button here and reverse it. Next it says place the auger in the drum. It's already in there, but I'll take it out. So this one rotates to remove. So here we have the auger, and that has that hex shaft. So if you had the auger out, like if you just cleaned it, this wouldn't have the hex shaft on it, this would. So I'll stick that in there. Like so. Next I'll place the sieve in there, and this part goes down. Doesn't fit if you try and put it up or sideways. So then we have the end cap. You'll have the unlocked thing and the arrow. You'll put that on there and turn it left till it says lock. Stick the plunger in the top. That goes in here, like so. And this can open up so you can put larger items in here. And then we want to place the juice cup and the pulp containers down here. So I'll change the view so you can see that. Okay, so here we have the setup. We have the plunger here. So you can put the food or vegetables in here. Those go down to the auger here, and the juice comes out here, and there's a little port. It's an anti-drip port. It's a little catch tray. So the juice will go into here, and before you take this out, you just flip this over to catch any juice. So you can take that out. You can pour this into what you want to pour it into, like your drink cup, and then you can put this down here to continue, and then your pulp will come out here. So to take this apart to clean it, you would take the plunger out, remove the containers, unlock the cap, remove the sieve, remove the auger, press the button, and rotate this. Then of course you would want to open this up. So you can see the bottom has a little rubberized seal there that seals against this to keep it from draining out. And there's also a seal here around the auger. So I'm going to wash these, then we'll get some fruits and vegetables and we'll demonstrate it. Okay, so I got it cleaned up. I just used some hot soapy water. It obviously wasn't very dirty since it was new. These components are also dishwasher safe, so that makes cleaning easy. So I peeled an orange and I broke it into sections. I'll take the pusher out, and I could stage the food here and kind of slide it in, but I don't have a lot. Place an orange in there. I don't know if I'll need the pusher, but I'll zoom out a little bit more. So I'll start with this on the soft mode, and we'll see how that juices. So it's not working because I need to plug it in. So you do want to unplug it while you're cleaning it. And I don't think I mentioned earlier that this plastic is BPA free. So I'll go to soft. There we go. So the juice will come out here. The pulp will go out there. I'm zoomed in a little bit closer. I did turn off my light to prevent the glare. And here are the two containers, and these are butted right up against the machine. So I have the juice one touching the machine, I have the pulp one touching the juice one. So the orange is hung up in here just a little bit. I'll use the plunger. Okay, so you can see the pulp here, and then we have the juice on the left. Now I want to take this juice out, but I don't want this to drip on my bench here. So I will close this, and that will seal. And here I have the orange juice. So that was a decent sized orange, and that produced just under 5 ounces of orange juice. And there's very little pulp in it. I really can't see any pulp. So it's about half of this juice glass full. So I'm going to taste it now. That tastes amazing. It's very good. So it's fresh squeeze orange juice. So now this pulp, people will do different things with it. Some people might take it and use it for baking or different things, or you could put it in your compost bin too. So now I'm going to prepare some carrots and then we'll juice that. Okay, so I just mostly rinsed this out. There was a little bit of pulp stuck in here, but it wasn't an extreme amount, and I was able to rinse it off. If I couldn't rinse it off, I would have just used the brush to kind of brush it out of there. I'm guessing depending on what you're juicing, it will be easier or harder to clean. So I peeled some carrots here. I have 3 large carrots. I haven't cut these up into smaller pieces, but I may need to do that. I wanted to try it like this first. So I'll do one on soft mode to start. Okay, so we see the juice dripping down here. So it can take a second for this juice to come down here because as it grinds it up, it presses it down here where the pulp comes out, and then the juice drains down below, down to here. Now, needless to say, carrots have a lot less juice in them than an orange. So you would potentially pair this with other things that had a lot more juice if you were trying to just make a drink with this. So now I'll do another one on the hard mode. So if something gets stuck, you can go to the control here and turn it to reverse. You actually have to hold it there and just hold it until it frees up whatever you're trying to free up, and then you can continue juicing. I'll do the last carrot on the soft mode. So it's kind of slipping in here. I'm using the pusher to push it down. So I probably could have sliced that lengthwise to make it a little bit easier, but that did work. So here I think we have about an ounce or two. I'm going to taste a little of this. I don't know what it'll taste like. It tastes like carrots. So I had this little stopper closed. I'll open it up. As we can see there, a little more juice came out of there as it was draining out of that. So once you start juicing, you could start mixing in different fruits and vegetables together to make different concoctions and such. So I think this will be fun to play with and experiment with. So in the manual it said you shouldn't use this for more than 10 minutes. So this is not an industrial machine. This is for home and personal use. And after 20 minutes, I think is what I read, this will actually shut the motor off so it can cool down. So I think this is a nice addition to the kitchen for people who are looking to have fresher juice and eating more fresh in general. Like I took an orange there, made a glass of fresh squeezed orange juice, and it took very little effort with this machine. This would also be great for making lemonade. You could put lemons in here, squeeze out the lemon juice, mix it with some sugar water, and have fresh squeezed lemonade. So that's the TKTK slow masticating juicer. That's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.